You can climb Everest, but you can't enter here. You can go to Antarctica, but you can't approach here. You can tour Chernobyl, but you can't stay here even for an hour. The world's most dangerous mountains, most extreme deserts, deepest oceans, all are explorable. But there are places where laws, walls, or death threats keep you away. 10 places mysterious, dangerous, and completely forbidden. Here are the world's 10 most mysterious forbidden places. 10. Surtsey Island. South of Iceland in the Atlantic Ocean lies Surtsey Island. But this island is very new. In 1963, a volcano erupted under the sea. The eruption continued for 4 years. Lava rose to the surface, cooled, solidified. A new island formed, Surtsey. Scientists were very excited because they could observe the formation of an ecosystem from scratch, without any human intervention. How would plants arrive? How would animals colonize? How would evolution work? The Icelandic government immediately protected the island, completely forbidden zone. Only scientists can enter, a few times a year, with special permission. And very carefully, they disinfect their shoes. They take care not to carry any seeds, because external interference could ruin the experiment. The first plants came by wind, seeds, spores, mosses first. Then grasses. Birds came, built nests, brought more seeds with their droppings. Insects came, by sea, clinging to logs. For 60 years, scientists have been recording every change. How many plant species? How many insect species? How many bird species? How do they interact? How is soil forming? Surtsey is a living laboratory, showing how nature creates life from scratch, and therefore it must be protected. There must be no human impact. Tourists are absolutely forbidden. Even approaching is forbidden. Icelandic Coast Guard patrols. Warns if boats approach. Surtsey Island, a rare place preserved for science. Not mysterious, but definitely forbidden. Heard Island. In the southern Indian Ocean near Antarctica lies Heard Island. Australian territory, but 4,000 kilometers from Australia, and one of the world's most isolated islands. 382 square kilometers. A large island, but completely deserted. Why? Because there's an active volcano. Big Ben, 2,990 meters high, and constantly active. Lava flowing, poisonous gas emitting. Sky always cloudy. Storms, winds, below 0 degrees. Glaciers. Life very difficult. But animals exist. Penguin colonies. Tens of thousands. Seal colonies. Hundreds of thousands. Seabirds. Millions. Forbidden for humans, but paradise for animals. Australian government protects the island strictly. Completely forbidden zone. Special permission needed to enter. Even scientists struggle to get it. Why so strict? To preserve the ecosystem. Heard Island is one of the rare places untouched by human interference. No rats, no cats, no dogs, no foreign plants. Pure nature. Australia wants to protect this. Transportation also very difficult. Nearest settlement 4,000 kilometers away. 2 weeks by ship. Sea very stormy. Waves enormous. Landing dangerous. No harbor. Must approach shore by boat. Rocky, icy, very risky. 1 or 2 scientific teams go yearly. Counting penguin populations. Measuring volcanic activity. Collecting climate change data. But short term. 1 or 2 weeks. Then they leave. Heard Island, a human-free world. Primitive, wild, and absolutely forbidden. One of the world's most remote forbidden places. Poveglia Island. In Italy, in the Venetian lagoon, lies Poveglia Island. A small island, 7 hectares, and known as the world's most cursed place. Why? Its history is very dark. In the 14th century, plague epidemic hit Italy. Black Death. Millions died. Venice sent infected people to Poveglia. Quarantine Island. Patients left here to die. Bodies burned, turned to ash. Soil mixed with ash and bones. Remains of 160,000 people here, perhaps more. In the 18th century, plague came again. Poveglia used again. Thousands more dead. In 1926, a mental hospital opened on the island. Mental patients locked here. Allegedly, the head doctor experimented on patients. Lobotomy. Torture. Then the doctor went insane. Jumped from the bell tower. Suicide. In 1956, the hospital closed. Island abandoned. Today, Poveglia is completely forbidden. Italian government doesn't allow visits. Even fishermen don't approach. They say it's cursed. Paranormal investigators go secretly. See ghosts, hear screams, shadows, voices. Ghost Adventures show went to Poveglia. Crew members had panic attacks, fled in fear. Poveglia Island, a combination of history, tragedy, and curses. Italian government tried to sell the island, put it up for auction in 2014. Nobody bought it, because nobody wants to live there, not on cursed land. Varosha, Ghost City. In eastern Cyprus and Famagusta lies the Varosha district, once the Mediterranean's most luxurious resort. 15,000 people lived there. Hotel beaches, restaurants, casinos, celebrities came. Elizabeth Taylor, Brigitte Bardot. Golden Age. In 1974, the Cyprus peace operation began. Turkey intervened. Varosha residents fled in panic, said they'd be gone 2 weeks, never returned. Turkish army closed the area, surrounded with barbed wire, declared military forbidden zone. For 50 years, nobody has lived in Varosha. Ghost City! Hotels as they were, cars rusted in streets, store windows broken, mannequins still inside, shops stuck in 1974, a time capsule, 50 years old, entry absolutely forbidden, military zone. Those approaching get warnings, violators get arrested. United Nations resolutions exist. Varosha should be returned to original owners. But political problem, Turkey and Greece can't agree. Cyprus issue unresolved. Varosha waiting. In 2020, Turkey started opening parts, created controversy. Greece objected. When objected, original owners want to return. But complicated situation. Varosha war's frozen moment. From luxury resort to ghost city. In 50 years, nature began reclaiming. Trees wrapped hotels, plants covered streets, beaches pristine, wildlife returned. Varosha, a preview of human free world. Post-apocalyptic, but real, and still forbidden. Mecca and Medina. In Saudi Arabia lie the cities of Mecca and Medina, Islam's holiest places. An entry for non-Muslims is absolutely forbidden, has been for hundreds of years. In Mecca stands the Kaaba, Muslims' direction of prayer. Hajj pilgrimage performed here. 2 million Muslims come yearly. But if you're not Muslim, you can't even enter the city. In Medina stands the Prophet's mosque. Prophet Muhammad's tomb is here, again only open to Muslims. Even roads are separated. Highway has Muslims-only signs. For non-Muslims, non-Muslims signs. Redirected another way. Roads to Mecca closed off. Checkpoints exist. Must prove you're Muslim. Why so strict? Religious rules. Holy lands open only to believers. Throughout history, a few Westerners managed to enter Mecca. In the 19th century, secretly, pretending to be Muslim. Richard Francis Burton, famous, performed Hajj in 1853, concealed his identity, then wrote a book. Major scandal. Today technology exists. GPS, cameras, identity checks. Entering secretly impossible. If caught, you'll be deported. Even imprisonment possible. Mecca and Medina. Rare places completely forbidden for religious reasons. Sacred to billions, but unreachable to billions. Snake Island. Ilha da Queimada Grande. Off Brazil's coast, 140 kilometers from Sao Paulo, lies Ilha da Queimada Grande, known as Snake Island. And it's the world's deadliest island. Why? Because every square meter has 1 to 5 golden lancehead vipers. Golden lancehead viper, this snake found only on this island, and extremely venomous. Bite has 7% fatality rate. Venom disrupts blood clotting. Internal bleeding occurs. Kidney failure. Brain hemorrhage. Death. The island once had a lighthouse. Early 1900s. Lighthouse keeper and family lived there. One night snakes entered the house. Killed entire family. Lighthouse was automated. No human assigned again. Today, Brazilian government completely banned the island. Only scientists can enter with special permission, once or twice a year, and they go fully equipped. Protective clothing, anti-venom, helicopter support. Why are these snakes so venomous? Because island is isolated. No land mammals. Only migratory birds come. Snakes evolved to hunt birds. Develop very fast-acting venom. Because birds can escape. Slow venom doesn't work. That's why golden lancehead is one of the world's fastest killing snakes. And Snake Island is the world's most dangerous island. Entry forbidden. Even approaching dangerous. 4. North Sentinel Island. In the Indian Ocean, in the Andaman Islands, lies North Sentinel Island. 60 square kilometers in size. And a completely isolated tribe lives here. The Sentinelese people. No outside contact for more than 60,000 years. Living with Stone Age technology. Using bows and arrows. And attacking everyone who approaches. In 1974, a group of Americans brought their fishing boat close. Met with arrows. 2 people died. In 2006, an American missionary tried to reach the island. John Allen Chow, Wanted to contact the Sentinelese people. Tried for 3 days. On the 3rd day, killed with arrows. Left his body on the beach. Indian government didn't intervene because approaching the island is forbidden. Even the sea within 5 kilometers is forbidden. Why? To protect the Sentinelese people. Because outside world diseases could kill them. They have no immunity. Even simple flu could be fatal for entire tribe. In 2004, tsunami hit the island. Indian Coast Guard sent helicopter to check. Sentinelese people shot arrows at helicopter. Everything was fine. Today, North Sentinel Island is the world's most isolated place. Nobody can enter. Nobody can see. And the Sentinelese people continue living unaware of modern world. Area 51. In Nevada Desert, 150 kilometers north of Las Vegas, lies Area 51, United States Air Force Base, and the world's most secret military facility. Official name is Groom Lake, but everyone knows it as Area 51. What's done here? Nobody knows. Official explanation: experimental aircraft testing. U-2 spy plane developed here. Stealth bomber tested here. But conspiracy theories much more interesting. Aliens kept here. UFO wreckage examined here. Roswell crash 1947. UFO crashed in New Mexico. Government collected it, took to Area 51. Alien bodies frozen here. Reverse engineering being done. Of course these are theories, no proof. But government secrecy feeds theories. Area 51 didn't exist on maps until 1999. Not officially recognized. In 2013, President Obama acknowledged its existence, but didn't say what's inside. Facility perimeter 10 kilometers, completely forbidden zone. High walls, barbed wire, warning signs, deadly force authorized, meaning you can be shot if approaching. Security very tight, infrared cameras, underground sensors, white vehicles patrol, known as camouflage men. In 2019, social media movement started. Storm Area 51. People planned mass raid. With Naruto Run, seemed like a joke, but 2 million people showed interest. Military officials warned. Serious danger. Nobody actually raided. Area 51, world's most famous forbidden place. Mysterious, secret, and completely unreachable. Svalbard Global Seed Vault in Norway, in Svalbard Archipelago, in Arctic Ocean, inside a mountain, lies a facility. Svalbard Global Seed Vault. Global Seed Vault, one of world's most important buildings, and completely forbidden. Why important? Because backup for doomsday scenario. What's inside? 1 million varieties of plant seeds, from all over the world: wheat, corn, rice, vegetables, fruits. Almost every agricultural plant. Frozen, at -18 degrees. Preserved. Why? To save humanity in disaster situations. Nuclear war, climate catastrophe, global pandemic, asteroid impact. Even if everything is destroyed, Seed Vault will survive, and humanity can restart agriculture. Facility very secure, 120 meters inside mountain. Concrete walls, steel doors, cooling systems. But even if electricity cuts, naturally cold. Permanently frozen ground, permafrost, always below 0 degrees. Seeds last hundreds of years, perhaps thousands. Entry very limited. Only authorized personnel, government officials, scientists, can come to add seeds, but permission required. Strict control. Many countries send seeds. Turkey sent 2. In 2019 fire damage, Turkey received seeds from Svalbard. During Syrian civil war, Syria's seed bank destroyed. Svalbard returned backups. System worked. Svalbard, humanity's insurance policy. Futures guarantee. But also unsettling, because its existence reminds that catastrophe is possible. If world ends, this facility is last hope, and therefore must be protected. Therefore forbidden. Svalbard Global Seed Vault, most important place you can't enter. Chernobyl Exclusion Zone. In Ukraine, in Pripyat city, stands Chernobyl nuclear power plant. On April 26, 1986, Reactor 4 exploded. Worst nuclear disaster in human history. Radiation spread across Europe. 30 people died immediately. Firefighters, reactor workers. Thousands died from radiation sickness. 48,000 people evacuated from Pripyat within 36 hours. City emptied, forever. Today around Chernobyl exists 30-kilometer radius exclusion zone. Completely abandoned. 14 villages, ghost towns. Pripyat, most famous, was city of 50,000 people. Today silent. Buildings collapsing. Nature reclaiming. Famous Ferris wheel still standing. Amusement park never opened once. Was supposed to open before accident. Never did. Today radiation still dangerous. Some areas uninhabitable for 10,000 years. Some areas 100 years. Tourist tours exist now. can enter with special permission, but must follow rules. Don't touch anything. Don't take anything. Don't sit on ground. Don't eat. Don't drink. Radiation counter attached. Time limited. Few hours. Then must leave. Red forest most dangerous area. Trees turned red from radiation. Died, but still radioactive. Approaching forbidden. Reactor itself under giant steel dome. Sarcophagus. Coffin. Built quickly in 1986. New dome added in 2016. Will last 100 years. But radioactive material inside will remain dangerous for 10,000 years. Chernobyl, permanent scar of human error. Exclusion zone, warning to future generations. Nuclear energy dangerous. One accident can change everything. There are places in the world you can't enter, can't see, can't even imagine. Some for security, some for science, some for history, and some for the future. These 10 places hold humanity's secrets, mistakes, and hopes. Perhaps one day we can enter some, but most will remain forever forbidden.